Good, good, good. I apologize. We had a sound glitch. Thank you guys for commenting on there. I was just kind of in the zone, so didn't see the comments. I hope you can hear me now. It looks like it's picking up my mic. If you are tuned back in, could you give me a comment? Let me know that you can, in fact, hear the audio. I'm looking at the settings now, and it looks like it's picking up the microphone, but I can't tell. So if you're here, for those who are attending, could you just give me a thumbs up or a quick comment? Let me know that you are seeing me and hearing me this time. My apologies for the last time. Just let me know in the comments. Thank you. It's good now. I appreciate it. Okay, let's start over, shall we? All right. I appreciate you guys tuning back in. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Welcome to the wide world of technology. Let's get back into it. So I was starting the show. You guys didn't hear it, but there's a lot of other coaching programs out there. Now, the reason you're tuned in to the show is because you're interested in learning how to find, figure, fund, fix, and flip your first foreclosure deal. That's the essence of what we talk about each and every single week here. And I'm not here to bemoan other coaching programs or talk about other programs out there, but I am getting a lot of traffic from other coaches or networking groups that are out there that are offering coaching of this design. One of the places I heard is a women's empowerment group. Okay. Now, I am not here to talk ill of women's empowerment. I think it's absolutely awesome that there are groups setting up to help people who need assistance to get started in this industry. And I fully believe that anybody fully committed to this can, in fact, become a real estate investor. However, some of these groups are taking advantage of the fact that there's not any that there's not a lot of, back checking on people on this situation. So you can join this particular networking group, the one that I'm thinking of, this women's empowerment group, for $20,000. It's a $20,000 investment. They have over 20,000 students. Okay. So they've already made $400 million. The net of this is a lot of people are not doing any deals. So they've signed up for this networking. They invest sometimes their life savings into a networking group about real estate investing. And then they're getting a lot of rah-rah, happy-go-lucky empowerment stuff, but they're not actually doing any deals. Now, again, I am not here to just bemoan other coaching programs, but please, I would love to hear, those of you who are watching, if you've talked to other professional business coaches, particularly in the real estate space, what your experience has been working with people like that. But it worries me about the industry that people are able to sell coaching to people, which is really just a mentorship program with no intention of actually getting a deal done. So in my presentation, I'm sharing my screen here because I want you to see this. I talk about the difference between mentorship and coaching. And again, both have their place. I'm not knocking either of them by any means, but I would tell you that in most cases, mentorship is about information on request. Okay, meaning you can ask questions of your mentor. They will tell you what you need to hear, but they're not necessarily concerned on whether or not you actually do a deal. Okay, so it's a way to test ideas with no actual plans to execute. I meet with coaching students every single week, 3 to 4 appointments a week of people who are considering joining my coaching program, and a lot of them don't know where to get started. If that describes you, I can assure you, you do not want a mentorship program. Okay, you want definitive coaching. We're going to talk about that here in just a second. Next up, mentorship tends to be educational in nature, which means they're there to teach you stuff. Ideally, let me ask you something. How much do you really need to learn about buying low and selling high as it relates to real estate? Right? In the basics of what we do in the real estate investment world, buying a property below market, fixing it up and selling it, isn't that pretty basic? So I'm not saying everybody could use more education. There's stuff that I need to learn. I am in a coaching program all the time. Okay, at all times I'm in some kind of mentorship or training program. I believe it's a part of my personal development, and I have spent comfortably $100,000, probably a great deal more, on personal development and coaching and things of that nature. But I was there to get a defined objective done. Mentoring tends to be low cost. Okay, I had actually my coach, he referred to himself as local mentor, but really he was definitely more hardcore coach than mentorship because he was obsessed with getting results for his students, much like I am. The final piece about mentoring is it tends to be low cost. I'm going to level with you. Okay, the reality is what I teach in my coaching program, you can find for free on YouTube. Okay, all the information about flipping houses is readily available on public free platforms. So why haven't you done it? Give that some thought for a minute. If the information is available and it's free and it's readily available, why haven't you done your first deal yet? Okay, because low cost mentorship will not take the place of professional business coaching. Somebody's got to drive you to take actual action. I remember when I was lifting weights a lot, I had a personal trainer and they would put weights on a bar, weights I did not believe I could lift, and they'd make me lift that weights. What was the variable there? Did they walk away and say, hey, in order to get strong, you're going to need to lift this 100 times? That's the education piece. But with coaching, you have somebody there to walk you through it. So in my coaching program, we have a definitive goal. Okay, and I'm going to share that definitive goal with you right now. You are absolutely, in my coaching program, going to do a minimum of one deal that makes you a $25,000 or more profit, or I'm going to work with you until that is the case. Okay, this is not the theory of doing a deal, it's the practice. Now, you may be thinking, well, 25 grand is not enough money to do a flip. Perhaps, but I'm also going to tell you, once you learn how to do one, it becomes very easy to work on doing 2 or 3 or 4. In my best year, 2021, my wife and I did 47 fix and flips. So I am 100% confident that I can teach you to do your first one. Okay, but that is a definitive goal. It's much different than the mentorship that's out there that just wants to teach you the idea of doing real estate. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying it's a huge investment, $20,000 into another person's program to just get mentored on doing deals. If you actually want to do a deal, my advice is to get coaching. We start with a definitive goal, but then I'm going to talk about my persuasive techniques. See, coaching has some areas that I need to help you to break through your things. And to do that, there's some persuasion there. Going back to the lifting weights example, okay? If they put the weight on there and it looks really heavy and you're training to get bigger, like you want to bulk up, and the trainer says, you know what, I'm really going to need you to lift that weight. And you go, well, that seems awful heavy. I'm not sure if I can do that, right? Then that's not an effective mentorship program, right? You're not going to get anything out of that. A good personal trainer is going to go, nope, you need to lift it. And they're going to work with you until you pick up that weight. It's persuasive techniques through coaching. And the idea is to remove your limiting beliefs, the things that are stopping you from taking that first step or the second step to actually become a real estate investor. So in my coaching program, I employ a set of mindset, tactics, and tools that are going to help you to break through your limiting beliefs, to do the stuff that I do every day to help me find, figure, fund, fix, and flip deals, and ultimately the tools that I use daily so you can't possibly fail as long as you follow the coaching. Okay, so I'd love to hear your thoughts on that because I get it. It's an investment. It's a much lower investment than the $20,000 the mentorship groups are charging. I'll tell you that. And if you want to know the investment, I only share that when we walk through my entire coaching presentation. Not because I don't want it to be. I want it to be accessible to everybody, okay? Hey, to answer your question, EJ, yes, this is gonna, if you join my Facebook group, the Foreclosure Deals Coach group, just go to fdcoachgroup.com, join the group. This recording will live on there. And then on my YouTube channel, EJ, you can actually head out to the YouTube channel and you can see this content later on as well as all my podcasts and everything else. Thank you for the question. I really appreciate it. Thank you for loving the content. I appreciate that as well. My point, you guys, is that the world is changing to where mentorship is not as valuable as it used to be. Education is readily available to everybody. What you do with that education is going to be dependent. And that's where the Foreclosure Deals Coach program is better than the rest, in my opinion. It's a hand-holding by my team where we're going to walk you step by step from the beginning to the end of doing your first deal at $25,000 or more of profit. And I'm going to work with you for as long as it takes to get that. Okay, so please, if you're ready to get going, now's the time. The market is shifting. A lot of great opportunities are popping onto the market right now. So if you want to do this, I encourage you to head out to foreclosuredealscoach.com. Click on the coaching assessment link, big button in the upper right there where you can see it. I'm just going to show you real quick. We'll pop over, now that we're sort of over that, click on the button for me, go to the coaching assessment, and then you'll be able to schedule a time with me to visit on whether coaching is a right fit for you. And I'm gonna level with you. Coaching is not right for everybody. There are certain people who are not in the right mindset. Most of it is mindset. You're thinking right now, well, I don't have enough money to do this. Listen, the money is generally an investment that happens by private and hard money lenders who just want to see that people have the ability to get their first deal done. So you don't need a ton of your own capital to get started. You do need some capital. Please don't miss it. This is the days of no money down real estate are gone, okay? But I can tell you that you don't need as much capital as you think. If you've already got money sitting in an IRA or the stock market, which is heavily prone to volatility right now, you should consider investing in real estate because it's a lot more stable. You can predict your return a lot better, and just generally you can get a higher rate of return than the stock market's going to offer you. For all of these reasons, I really think now is a great time to consider starting to do real estate investing. So we've got some people here in the crowd. The idea is that this is a live Q&A. Please pop your questions in. Hey, thanks again, EJ, for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Gabrielle's got some great content out there. Check out the recording later on if you've got some shot. Love to have you. And please do join the Facebook group. If you're still here, would love to have you as part of the Facebook group. So let's open it up a little bit. We generally try to keep these to about a 20-minute, maybe 25-minute session, depending on how many questions pop in. But why haven't you done your first deal? I'd love to hear what's stopping you from joining the program and getting going into foreclosure investing. What do you think is holding you back right now? Would love to get some comments on that. While we're doing that, I want to tell you stories. We're going to do story time a little bit here. I had a client, I talked about him last week, a guy by the name of John D'Angelo. Now, John did have some cash to bring to the table, but John had the other benefit of he understands that he needed to get coaching right away. So we met up on my first coaching meeting on a Wednesday. We actually found a property for him on a Thursday, and he closed on a Friday. Yeah, Blue, I appreciate it, man. I know you're putting the hustle and the grind out there, Alta. I appreciate it, buddy. Thanks for being here. Much appreciated, but get back to work. I know you got stuff to do. You know what I mean? Anyway, signed up, closed the deal on Friday. We're now under construction. Construction is expected to be 3 to 4 weeks. He's using one of my preferred contractors, Corey. Corey was a rock star for me for several years as we were running the deals that we were doing. So I really trust Corey's work. He does wonderful work for me. So Corey's working on the project right now. My expectation is that it's going to take 3 to 4 weeks to get the property done. We bought the property for $295,000. We're going to spend about $35,000, I believe was the quote, to get the deal done. So be into it for $330,000. And the retail value of this property is $380,000. Okay, that's a gross profit of $50,000 before commissions, closing costs, and etc., which should leave John making $30,000 to $35,000 on his first deal. These are not theories, okay? I'm not hoping that I'm going to be able to help people to make money on flipping deals. We have commercials running right now, and I'm going to show that to you here in a moment. I don't know. Let's see if I add to stream here. Sorry. Oh, I can do a video file. So I want you to see the commercial. My lovely wife just started to run. We put these ads out.
I'm Laura with Diamond Home Buyers, and I want to buy your house for a fair local cash offer. For over 15 years, we've been your local cash home buyers and can offer you more than out-of-state companies. We help families just like yours sell their house fast with no closing costs or repairs. We buy homes in any condition and any price range. Whether it needs a ton of work or is in good shape, we buy them all. Give us a call. I'd love to see your house and make you a fair local cash offer. Call 719-719-SELL.
All All right, so that's the commercial that's running. We bought a lot of ad spots. It's such a large amount. I'm not going to tell you how much we spent on TV spots, but the reason I committed to that is because I really wanted to make sure my clients always had access to deal. Blue, on how much cash is needed to start, I'd like to see liquidity somewhere between 25 and 50,000, but know this, it does not have to be your own money. We've got private and hard money lenders that can help you with the down payment as well as the purchase price of the property. Okay, so ideally you got 50 G's laying around. That would be the perfect scenario. Obviously, I've got clients who have a lot more than that, but I don't want the reason that you don't do your first deal to be the cash reserves. If you're buying a house for yourself, right? And again, some people buy their first flip, they live in it for a while they're working on it and they sell it. You could get in for as little as 3% down. So if we're buying a $300,000 house, right, you could be, well, 3% down is not even accurate. There are CHFA loans that if you're buying a house to own or occupy, and you can buy a deal as a primary residence, but CHFA can get you into a deal for $1,000 down. Okay, so the idea that you need a bunch of money is not completely accurate. You need enough money to have the operating capital to do your first deal. Most of this is handled by using OPM people, other people's money. Okay, really rich people generally got there by leveraging OPM to get there, whether it's business startup loans, whether it's capital loans, whether it's harder private money lending. The goal is to leverage other people's money who want to invest with you because they see the opportunity that you're working on. So you don't need as much of your own money as you think to do this. That being said, you do need to make some investment, right? You got to make some money into this to actually make this thing work. I think I hear somebody knocking. Hold on just a sec. Sorry, some side noises there. All right. So, my point, guys, is don't let the money investment in there be the reason you don't do this. Okay. It really comes down to how committed you are to getting started in real estate investing. And I'll be frank with you, it's a side hustle. Okay. I did 47 flips in a year, and obviously we made an incredible living on 47 flips. But what I learned from doing that many flips is that you don't want to rely on flipping anyway as a long-term strategy to build your income. Okay, you want to have multiple streams of income to really get wealthy with this. So I would tell you that you want to do 3 to 4 of these a year. If you're averaging $25,000 in profit on 3 to 4 of these a year, then that's $100,000 a year in extra income. Nothing is guaranteed. There's speculation, there's risk involved, all the same disclosure you need to hear. But isn't that not true of any investment that's successful? Is there not a risk factor? Let me tell you how we mitigate that risk. We bring in professional coaching. So you've got me on your team to help you to do these deals. So you don't have to worry about, I can't eliminate all the risk. You still got to take the advice. Stuff happens, markets shift, and etc. But that's not why you're not doing this deal, is it? Like everything in life is a risk. You just need to know that risk is mitigated by somebody who can work with you to help you to do your first deal. Once again, if you want to get started, all you got to do is head out to foreclosuredealscoach.com, schedule a time with me so we can sit down and determine if coaching is the right fit. I will let you know straight up and honestly if now's the right time to do it. And if it's not, I also have a course, the 5 F's of Foreclosure Investment System, you can take on your own time, kind of a self-study course. It's a much lower investment than the coaching, and it might be a good way to get you started on getting the education that you need in order. Okay, once you've gone through the course, you're going to be super confident that you can do this. And please note that when you sign up for coaching, the course is included. So you get all the education pieces that you need as part of the course and the coaching. So you're going to have everything you need to do to actually do a deal. All right, we got a few minutes left, a couple of viewers left as well. What questions do we have, y'all? What else can I tell you about that's stopping you from getting started? I hope that answers your question, Blue, on the cash. But what else can I help you guys out with as far as what's available or what you need? All right, so no direct comments right now. Let me offer some advice to those of you who are wondering if now's the time to do it. Interest rates are going up. Unemployment is heading up right now. We're heading into an election season. All signs point to that we're in a recession. Does it seem like you should be buying a house in a recession? Listen, there's never a better time to buy a house than in a recession. They're on sale. They're cheaper. You know when was not a good time to buy a house? The last 2 to 3 years when retail buyers were overpaying for everything. During that time, I made a lot of money flipping houses, but if I was a retail buyer, it was very hard to compete in that market. The market that we're heading into right now, okay, the market that is starting right now is going to create more real estate millionaires than any other time in history. The question is, are you going to be prepared to step in and start doing this at a level that can make you profitable and help you to actually make money in this market? And the answer is, with coaching, I can ensure success in that result. Okay, so yes, I'm looking for coaching clients. I'm going to be taking 50 buyers here in the local Colorado Springs market. I'm up to about a dozen clients in the local market right now, so I've got spots for about 38 more people that I'm going to take in the Colorado Springs market. But don't fret on that. Once we got Colorado Springs figured out, my objective is to move down to Florida and get some business in those markets as well, so I can set up coaching clients all over. This strategy that I have, finding, figuring, funding, fixing, and flipping deals, will work in any market, anywhere. You just need the right guidance, the right access to capital, and the right coaching. I promise you, I can help walk you through any deal that you want to do. All right, we are at 20 minutes, so I'm going to open it up. Let's go. You're right. Let's go, man, because the time is now. The market is here. I'm super excited to have you guys joining me each and every single week. We're creating a tribe of deal hunters, okay, that's going to dominate the local real estate market. No other content is out there is as focused on helping people to build wealth through real estate investing than my content. There's a lot of guys out there offering the theory, but I'm telling you, when it comes down to the practice, I am more equipped, especially right here in the Colorado Springs market. I grew up here, went to Liberty High School, class of 95. I've done over 300 flips in this market. I know the right areas to invest, the right price ranges to invest in, how to find the lenders, how to find the contractors, everything you need to get started. I can assist you with getting started in this, okay? Yes, there's an investment. The reason there's an investment, because I want to make sure that you're as serious about investing in real estate as I am in coaching you to do it. Okay. If you wanted to become a doctor, you'd pay tuition to Harvard Medical to get in. Do you want to flip real estate? If the answer is you want to buy deals, I can definitely help you to do it. I guarantee my results. The market has a lot of opportunities in it right now. I'm just looking for the right tribe of people here in my local market to help get started and help change their lives through investing in below market assets like foreclosures. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox for today. If there are any other questions, I'd love to hear those now. I'm gonna give you a few more minutes to ask your questions while we're here. And don't forget, every week, we meet up at the Bell Brothers Brewing Company. I live directly across the street from it, so it's super convenient for me. It's an opportunity to grab a beer, hang out, discuss real estate investing, meet some of my clients, hear some of the success stories. I love the network that we're creating, the friendships, the bonds that we're creating. This is a community of people who want to change their life through real estate investing. So between this live Q&A, where you guys can join up and ask questions about what you need to do a deal, and my weekly networking event, if you do live here locally, come on out to Bell Brothers Brewing. If you have more questions about that, message me. I'll get you the details on how to get there. But Bell Brothers every Wednesday night at 5:30, an opportunity to meet up, ask questions, learn more about the coaching program, and meet some of my clients who are already in the system doing deals right now. This is real. It's happening right now. We've got clients all over the country, and we're buying a lot of deals because of that TV ad. So I would highly suggest, if you want to hop in, now is the time to hop in and start doing some deals. Last call for questions. Anybody else want to ask anything before we conclude today? Okay. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in each and every single week. Please check out the Facebook group, fdcoachgroup.com. Would love to have you in there. You can watch this recording from there, as well as I think I streamed this on my personal page. I haven't done that in the past, so I thank you all, my personal friends on Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me today, those who were able to come out. And let's make some differences, guys. Let's have some fun, make some money. Join the Facebook group, Foreclosure Deals Coach. It's fdcoachgroup.com. Hopefully join me at the Bell Brothers event every Wednesday at 5:30, and let's do some deals here in 2023. With that, this is Donny Coram, your Foreclosure Deals Coach, thanking you yet again for tuning in each and every single week to the show. I really appreciate it. And reminding you now and always, don't buy a house, buy a deal.